Hey guys, this is Robert Conrad here, and I know I haven't made a video in a while, but just got the fish tank today, and I live in a small room here, which I'll just show you briefly, and to have a dog or a cat, people do it, but I work, I'm gone a lot, and so I wouldn't want one to be here alone and I'd want to get a puppy or a kitten. So I'd want two, and it's just too small a place for two. So I settled on fish. But over here in the corner, and I'm not going to get out of my chair, that used to be the corner that I shot my videos in. Now, as you can see, it is a bedroom. I took the room I'm in now, the part of this one large room. The bed used to be over here, and it dominated the room. And moving it over there just created a lot more space. Now, the dresser, as you see, is in front of the door. But when I get up to go, I just push it aside. I go when I come home. Whenever I get ready, that I'm going to be here, I push it up against the door. And I've added those items there. A lot more space now that I have, and it's just been fun. I've as some of you know, I rededicated my life to Christ about 6 months ago, and it was a real simple thing. I'm not a real religious person, but I was just walking down the street. I was saved. I believe I was saved in 1981, but of course I didn't live a Christian life. Anyway, I've rededicated my life, and a lot is changing, and this is just one small thing. This recliner, as are a lot of things around here, they were found. Now the throw that's over it, was given to me at a Veterans Day thing. The blanket I bought when I was in Colorado, of course, the shirt thrift store, and that T-shirt you can't see good. I had it made online. That T-shirt I found. It's a ladies' T-shirt. I know it's popular to Mexican folks or Hispanic culture, and I don't know that much about it. But also this little box here, it's real sturdy. It's not even wood, but it's just an open box. I can put stuff in. There's a shelf under there. There's one of my guitars. Oh, and there's one right in front of me too. And there's Marilyn. And I guess I will get up because I want you guys to see where I sit and just get a look at that. And while I have to put my desk in close. I can't slide it around now because the aquarium's on it. But maybe you guys can trip off into Pink Floyd poster while this poster is so cool. I have never really just got up and examined it. I'm right in the center of it right now. But I actually wish it was a little bigger because it crashed. It was part of a crash. I taped it and fixed it back, put it back together. I'm not gonna throw it away. But I wish it was bigger because there's just such tiny little detail. Look how tiny that was. There's a guy standing there. And anyway, I won't spend a lot of time on that. But it's just it's a great poster. Okay. But anyway, bedroom once again, and there's really no particular reason that this is staying on the wall. I got it online, but it kind of goes with the bed. But it's glued. It's glued to the wall. It was also in the crash, and I don't know if you can see any, but there's a little mark over there. It was rehab. So anyway, let's see what we got in there. That light's probably gonna blind us, I know it, but we'll get beyond that. Okay, let's just go in there because I want to kind of hurry up. But the way I've kind of set this up is I want, this is my guest chair. If a person does not want to sit in that chair, that's fine. Sit wherever you want to sit. And but I just keep it for them. I never sit in it, to be honest with you. This corner is music corner. There's an amp underneath that Our Lady of Guadalupe. And I haven't got everything fixed up yet. I don't have an amp. I don't have headphones for the amp. The amp does not have an external speaker. But Let's see if we can get in line. Jimi Hendrix, I got online. I had it a long time ago and I lost it in a hurricane. But these things, a chair, sun. There's another guitar. I love that guitar. Got that cross at the thrift store today. And this is what's really cool, guys. Let me see if I can offset this light. Because the bed was right here in this corner, right under Marilyn, going out to about the guitar, and it was taking all that room up, you know. So, but anyway, the kitchen was just pushed against the wall. But what I did is I turned that table around. The table was facing towards this direction, and I turned it around. That I found that wooden thing. It's not even a shelf. I turned it into one, but I'm still working on these things. But I turn around, now I have like a little kitchen. You know, I can walk over here, and I'm in my kitchen. It's a little kitchen, and a little mini kitchen. This I got at the thrift store. I think $15, a nice shelf. The coffee maker I got new because I liked it. It's 4-cup. That's the thrift store. And the bandana I found actually on the street. And I got that toaster oven at thrift store. Guys, if you do not shop thrift stores, shame on you. They have things like this thing. If you really examined it, it really doesn't even look used. I mean, I'm serious. It does not even look used. There's a little stain right there, but and it's real simple to operate. It's very clean. That's my old tray in there from my old toaster oven. I just kept it just in case, and of course I bought the cornbread thing. But look how clean this thing is. It's like brand new. And this was, I think, $3.99, $4.99. The TV, of course, I bought that. But I think I'm gonna sit back down. But guys, I just wanted to show you that a relationship with Jesus Christ, it's possible to have one today, and it's just very sad to me that I'm sorry, I'm walking. I can't walk and talk. It's sad to me that people that claim to be Christians have distorted Christianity, because I'm trying to get this right, because it's a beautiful faith, it's a beautiful religion, and it's real. That's all right. Look, I don't know which video this is of mine. This is probably 130 or 140 in the last 6 months, since I was walking on the street and I asked God, hey, I'm up here in Temple, Texas. I lost everything down in Houston in Hurricane Harvey. I made it up here thanks to the VA and the DAV. But I'm here and I do not have a girlfriend. I have no kids. I'm not doing anything except walking the streets, smoking K2, synthetic marijuana, and just being a complete waste. And I want to come home, because years ago I was a Christian. I had accepted Christ. I said, I want to come home. Here I am. Use me. Take me. Use me. I'm serious. And I was serious. And he did. I credit, look at the angelfish. They're still hiding a lot because, you know, the new environment. But I was just going to get angelfish, period. But when I got to the store, PetSmart, which if you've never shopped there, don't ever shop there. It's the worst store you could ever imagine. I don't mean to sidetrack here, but let me just sidetrack just a second, because it won't take long. First, when I went in, I got a cart and I went around. I had already pre-purchased just the aquarium tank and a heater, because all this stuff I bought, I got all this stuff individually and I put it together myself. But anyway, I get the items and I go over to get the fish, and I put the cart there. I get the fish, I turn on, my cart's gone. And I look all around the immediate area, it's not there. And I think right away, what customer would take my card? So I walked up to the front and I said, hey, did somebody get my card? I said, it's no big deal, which it wasn't. I said, it's no big deal, but I just want to know. If it's around here, I want to get it so I won't have to go replace these items. Anyway, they didn't know anything about it, of course. So I get a mysteriously placed, it was one of those small carts. They look like little kid carts. It was just sitting there mysteriously. I wheeled it back, got the same items, and I could tell they were the same items, like this big thing. It was right back where I got the steps, the little Greek affair back there. That's 2 pieces actually. They were right where. Okay, so I got that was the first thing. Next thing was the order that I had purchased online. They didn't have it. I gave my name, and I gave my name, and so I'm waiting for him to bring the stuff up front, which is just an aquarium and a heater. And this guy comes up with a bag of dog food and some cans of dog food. I said, wait, what's that? And he said, oh, this is your order. I said, no, it's not my order. Well, this is what's under your name. I said, oh, really? So I told him, look, don't worry about it. And so I went and got those items. I had ordered the aquarium and the heater. Went in, purchased them, got home, and the fish that I had told this girl to get me, she got, like the 2 angelfish that she did okay on. These 2 guys right here, there was one that was green, like a real shocking neon. These are neon glow tetras or something like that. Neon glow tetras, I don't know. But, she gave I also had to ask her to get 2, I can't remember the name of them. They kind of look like guppies, but they have a big fan tail that has a lot of colors in it. They're not even here. So, pardon me. Anyway, I went to, the other thing I forgot to tell you at the store, I went to get a stand, which I have over there by the door, underneath those packs. There's 2 boxes there. The taller one is the stand, still in the box, with the receipt tucked in it, which I'm going to take back, because I don't need. It's on my table here. But I wanted to do everything good, because I'm working, and I feel like that the Lord is blessing me. See there? How you like the nose on that bird? If I can get it to, if I can get you to see. That belonged to my mother, and my sister gave it to me. My mother passed away in 2008. Anyway, the stand costs $50. It's heavy as heck. I don't need it, so I'm going to take it back and get it moved. Anyway, I sidetracked, and I'm sorry, because I was talking about something that actually was way more important than these little guys. But I like these little guys. But I've been trying to figure a way to get this out there to people so it won't put them off. Like I've been put off. I'm trying to get this where my light's not shining on it, guys. I'm sorry to move it around so much, but I'm just gonna leave it right. How about I put it right on my laptop and we'll just see what happens. I want to try to find a way to let people see that my simple prayer, asking God to use me, produced results. It produced real results. I mean, it's not something that I'm exaggerating or stretching. I've told people a little before, I'm trying to put together testimony, that the YouTube videos, which you guys can see, at least on this channel, this is one of my channels, I have 4, you can look back at the videos at the date they were posted. I can't manipulate that date. That's YouTube. I can't go into YouTube's system and change a date. It's just not happening. And you can look on those videos and look how I am then. Look how different I am then. And then if you look at the dates and watch as the videos post, you'll begin to see a change. You'll see me changing. I start talking about God, and I start talking about the gospel, and then I start including the gospel on my videos. Then I start doing Bible study videos, and guys, listen. This is all a direct result of me praying, and I'm not making this stuff up, man. Look, I asked God in the beginning to use me. About 2 weeks later, I started getting these video ideas. I have a book here, which I'm not going to do in this video, but it's right here beside. It has right now 455 YouTube video ideas with descriptions. Now, some of those I actually did, most of them I didn't. The ideas were coming so fast that I didn't even have time to write them down. And I did a video about that. I threw my notebook under the bed so it would be hard to get to, and I just couldn't stay away from it. But anyway, all of it's documented, and so I'd like to be able to prove what I'm saying. And I have 2 videos out so far. I haven't re-watched them. I think I put them out 3 weeks ago. They're called Proving a Modern Day Miracle. It's going to be a series I'm going to do. And it's tied into what I'm saying and doing right now, and to let you guys know how much Christ can change you. And, also what's cool in those videos, I'm going to turn this around so I can talk to you, and I hope I point it right. If I don't, I apologize. And I'm also going to get rid of this big light. What? What? What do you mean you don't go off? Oh, I was turning it the wrong way. Okay, let me turn this around. And, oh boy, I get the bright light in my face. Isn't that great? But hopefully it's pointing right, and I can't even see it, so I'm sorry guys. I know this is very professional, but I'll get it right. Just want you to be able to see me. But I want people to know. I want because I'm sane. I'm not taking any psych meds. I'm not undergoing any kind of crisis or suffering any kind of mental disorder at all. And no illegal drugs or anything, no alcohol. And for me to sit here and tell you these things, I want to try to be as open and honest as I possibly can, because I want you to know that they're real. These things are really happening, and they're still happening. I think I've written 3 today. Matter of fact, 3 days in a row, I think I've written 3 poems, which I don't even guess I mentioned that yet. I have over 100 poems. I have about 20 or 30 that I'm going to do this weekend that I'm just finding them. I'm finding them on pieces of paper, envelopes, and I won't even remember them. I'll look at the title. I will remember the title usually, but I have no idea what the poem's about, and so it's just weird. I don't, like I said, 20 or 30 of those. I have on the site is called allpoetry.com. It is the largest poetry review site in the world. There's about 400,000 poets on there, and I'm ranked right around 3,000 or in the 2000s already. I'm ranked already there, which doesn't sound that good, but on a weekly, they also do weekly rankings. I stay about in the 2 to 500 range. I rank 2 to 500. I've been on there about 2 months probably, and I have, I think, 90 or 85 to 90 poems posted there that have been written in this same time period. And you can also see a progression there. Now I'm almost getting just where I'm doing inspirational poems, but I do a lot about relationships, social issues, just a variety of things. And I purchased a membership. It's only $15, and it allows me to attach images to, I gotta see if this camera's straight and my arm's getting tired. It allows me to attach an image to the poem, and that kind of sets the tone or the stage. It's like an introduction, like the cover of the book, the cover of the paperback is to the book. And it's just been a real fun thing, a real fun idea. This whole event has been just amazing. You know, you're looking at somebody who I didn't live a very good life, guys. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I served time in prison. I was in prison several times. I gotta be sure this is right, because I literally cannot see I can't see the camera. I can't see this light is so bright. But I've been in prison several times. I've done a total of 19 and a half years behind bars. I haven't been in prison for a long time now. Many years, almost 2 decades. And done military, lived on the streets probably a total of about 5 to 6 years during my life. 3 of those not too long ago. By that I mean it was like 2011 to 2015 or something like that, 16. And that was in Houston. Streets are pretty mean in Houston. If any of you know about Houston, 3rd Ward, 5th Ward, Sunnyside, Cashmere, South Park. Yeah, you know, Wheeler Station. But I made it through all that, and it's ironic to me. Some of you know about some of my family's issues. Immediate family. There was a murder-suicide just last year involving my father and my brother's wife, my sister-in-law. He murdered her, and then killed himself, and so, you know, the rest of my family, which is 2 brothers and 1 sister, we don't hardly stay in touch. We don't see each other in person. I saw my sister about, I think, 3 or 4 months ago, and she and I communicate fairly regularly, but the other 2 brothers, no. So, anyway, I was here alone, and the prayer, the one that I prayed to God, was just so real. I said, because I don't have a wife. I do not have kids. I have not made friends. I have several friends here now, but I was having a hard time making friends because I'm just kind of different from the locals here. This is rural Central Texas. It's very conservative, and if you talk about pot, or if you're open about your Christian faith, it makes people uncomfortable, and I apologize, but I can't sit there and not be open. Well, I don't know what that means, open. That it's who I am. I'm a Christian, and I'm not ashamed of that, and I'll talk about it. It's my life. It's part of my life. It is my life. So anyway, all the videos, all those poems, I've written other things too. I have ideas that are just incredible. One of the poems, if you go to my site, theallpoetry.com, my username is BlueCheer420, and Blue, the B is capitalized, C, and Cheer is capitalized, and 420, it's one word, it's a username. Or if that doesn't work, what I was going to tell you is I have a poem on there. It's 3 poems, actually. It's a series. It's 3 parts. It's called the Iddy Odyssey, and the Iddy Odyssey is about an alien or someone from another universe, galaxy, that was going on a routine mission to explore some object they had identified out there in their galaxy or their solar system. And anyway, their calculations were a little off, and little Iddy got slingshotted away from his target, just off into space at tremendous speed, got sucked into a wormhole, and anyway, he comes out in our galaxy and crashes onto Earth, and he's accepted immediately. He lands in West Virginia, in the mountains in West Virginia, and they're going to hide him. They want to hide him. The hillbillies want to hide him, but he wants to go see New York City, That's when he wants to see New York City. He'd seen it on TV. And anyway, he goes there, and he, after he's there 3 or 4 days, they have a big parade. I'm kind of jumping a little bit because, they find out who he is and that he's coming there. But after 4 or 5 days, they leave, and they have this plan. I say they. I'm sorry. This little mountain girl named Rita is the one who drives him out of the Appalachian Mountains and down into town, or to New York. And so they leave New York, and because Eddie, from what he's seen already, he wants to leave because his ancestors, they're way advanced. In our years, they're in the years 61, 63. That's what year they would be in, and they're way advanced. So Eddie wants to go home. He knows that this planet, just based on what he has seen, the little he's seen in maybe 2 or 3 weeks he's been here, he knows this planet's going to die. That this planet is going to die. So he wants to leave. He doesn't want any part of it, doing research or anything. So he knows that if he goes to where he crashed, he might be able to find his ship and maybe get out somehow. I don't know. And so anyway, they go and they sneak into the compound where the government has sealed off the area, and they sneak in, and there's scaffolding and ladders all over the crash site, and it's like a pit. And Eddie wants to climb up to the top of the pit because he wants to get a good look at everything. As he's climbing, just like when his I hope this is aimed at me. I don't care. You can hear my voice, so that's all that matters. When he climbs up on this scaffolding and ladders, he slips. His foot trajectory was off, just like his spacecraft trajectory. And he falls, but he catches himself, and he's dangling. And so he prays. I'm not going to tell you what he prays. But what I've just told you, takes you through part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is the Idiocy beginnings. Part 2 is the Idiocy Earthbound, with a question mark, Earthbound. And part 3, which was just posted 24 hours ago, whatever, is the Idiocy Revelations. It's what Eddie has to say about this planet. A lot of surprises in the story. I'm not going to give them up, but there's some idea in my mind to try to script this, expand it, and I'll just be honest with you, I think it would actually make a good movie. And I know nothing about making movies. Don't even think I got some plan to do that. I don't, but I have an idea. But I don't know anything about writing poetry either, and I'm not going to pat myself on the back. I'll let other people do that, because if you could read my comments, I get comments from people that are very established writers. One has over 5,000 poems, one over 3,000, several with over 1,000. They have hundreds of poems. They've won contests, awards. They have books. They're from Australia, the UK, and when somebody like that says, "Hey, you wrote the poem you wrote was really good and it touched me," or it had a good message, or whatever they say, that's positive. It does get you, but it also tells you this. Like I've said to other people, any person that has achieved a high level of success had at one point had to be able to look themselves in the eye and say, you are successful, you are a successful person, you are very good at what you do, and mean it. Because there's nothing wrong with that. If you're telling yourself the truth. And once a person's able to do that, athletes, I think, struggle with it a lot. Once you're able to just tell yourself how good you are, hey man, you're on your way. Because now it's no longer, you're not even thinking about so much trying to measure up to anything. You're there. You're there. Anyway. I kind of got scattered out on this one. I haven't made a video in a long time, guys, and I apologize. But I just want to say this, and I'll close. If you're not a Christian, please don't be put off by what I'm telling you, and because I'm not. I don't even go to church. Okay, I want to, but I haven't found one around here that I feel comfortable in. Just telling you like it is. And but I want people to know, man, it's real. It's real. It's not. It's not the crap. Those phony faith healers and televangelists and those weird religions like Jehovah's Witness, and it's not. That's not where your focus should be. That's not where our focus should be. But what I wanted to tell you and ask you is this: just at least get a Bible. Read, I think most teachers and evangelists, Bible teachers, they'll tell you to start in the Gospel of John. Start with the Gospel of John. It's the first Gospel, or wait a minute. It's the fourth book of the New Testament. It's the fourth book. And I recommend, also, I recommend you read that, of course. But then I recommend you step back and read Luke. And because Luke is also the Gospel, and Luke wrote the next book, which is after the Gospels, which is called Acts, which is the Acts of the Apostles, which formerly were the disciples. And it's a very important book. And Luke wrote it too. So if you read John, like everyone recommends, you'll do what they recommended. And if you read Luke, you'll do what I recommend. No, you read Luke. And Luke also wrote Acts, so they kind of flow into one another. And and it's right. But at least do that, man. It won't even take you a day or two. Or better still, get an app. I have a Bible app. They're real cool. They're real easy. You just get a Bible app and let it read it. Listen to it. Just listen to it. And see what you think. Don't take the word of some... don't take the word of anybody, because when you get down to it, it's this is your only life, man. You're not going to get another chance. None of us are. And I know that it's going to mean some changes, but I'm here to tell you that the changes that will happen in your life as a result of accepting Christ and trying to obey Him, the life you'll have is one that you want to have. It's not it's not a life that you would not want to live. It's a life that you want to live, and it's good. Guys, I'm sorry to keep going on. It's not gonna make you a good person, but you are gonna be a good person. I don't know how to say it, but listen. Thank you for listening, and if you don't mind subscribing, I would appreciate it too, because that way you'll get a notice when I put out another video, which I'm going to be putting out other videos. I'm not going for any money to do it. Golly, you gotta get 10,000 subscribers. There's no way I'm gonna do that, and that's not my point. That's not what I'm trying to do. But subscribe, and you'll get the next video. Okay, guys, here's some angelfish to say goodbye, and I hope you guys will consider what I've said and at least look into the Bible and see what it says. Make up your mind for yourself. And with that, I'll let you guys go. Take care.